Well, at time, Sjaak's wife has died, so he needs to say something. Girl on a Mission, Otherland and Hitchcock are just some of the films that will be screened at the Bioscope in Maboneng later this month. It's part of a partnership between the South African International Film Festival and the renowned Shortcutz Amsterdam. It will see the Dutch-based International Short Film Initiative hold its first screenings at the Bioscope. To tell us more, we're joined by Eric Miyeni, who is the Festival Director for RapidLion, the South African International Film Festival, and Russell Grant, who is the Bioscope co-founder and director. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on Morning Live. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Eric, let's talk about the partnership that you currently have with Shortcutz Amsterdam. How did that come about?
Yes, RapidLion was in Holland. Always we try and travel a little bit to see what's out there that we can work with. And we're at the Netherlands Film Festival and met Sjaak, who is the artistic director for Shortcutz Amsterdam. And when we started talking, I thought, you know, this would be great for Johannesburg. And I immediately thought there's no better place for it than, you know, the Bioscope, because it's like probably the coolest cinema in the city, you know. So we came back, had a chat with Russell, and he was like, I think that meeting took what, like 3 minutes?
But what was so appealing about whatever it is that you found and saw within the Amsterdam sort of film world?
Well, first off, partnering with different cities around the world makes your city cool, you know what I mean? So Shortcutz Amsterdam is happening in Venice. It happens in Tokyo, amongst many really cool cities. So Johannesburg is the first one to do it on the African continent. So that gives your city a profile. Second of all, it's a very amazing way of unearthing talent within the Dutch filmmaking community. So to bring it here and have Joburgers vote for it is a nice step towards, in the future, maybe having Johannesburg, Shortcutz Johannesburg, you know what I mean? So for us, it's about the city, it's about collaboration. RapidLion's motto is better cinema through collaboration. So when we see other things in other worlds that we think would be good for the space, we try and collaborate and work with it. So this is a three-way collaboration. It's the Bioscope, RapidLion, and Shortcutz Amsterdam.
Russell, let's talk about what your role has been during this entire process. And did you have any sort of say in terms of the films that were selected to come screen?
No, the Bioscope doesn't in this case. They have an incredible process that puts those films together. So it all happens in the Netherlands. They have these weekly screenings, which results in a monthly winner, and they have amazing judges that judge these films, and every month they'll get a film, and it's a total of 7 short films. So those get predetermined, and that comes as a package, and then that's what travels the world. And we're going to receive that package.
Just in your view, what has been popular with the Johannesburg audiences, just in terms of the screenings that you guys have had over time? What has your experience been in terms of what the audience enjoys?
The audience in Johannesburg, I've always felt, I mean, well, an audience in general is very smart, and they can quite quickly pick up on what's really good content, especially when it comes to film festivals and stuff. They can usually sniff out the good stuff. Yeah. I think South Africans and people in Johannesburg especially love the idea of being plugged in. We all do. You know, with something big like Global Citizen, you know, we have that all the time, where I think we appreciate in Johannesburg being a part of what's happening around the world and being plugged into a much bigger sort of global system. And this is in a small sort of Dutch filmmaking realm, it's the same thing. People are a part of something that's happening around the world, and it's great to be a part of that.
Eric, the Johannesburg audience will be among 19 cities that will vote for the best 7 films. What is the process of voting, and how do people get involved with that?
Well, first off, you come to the Bioscope, cool cinema. You sit in there, we'll give you a thing to vote on. You watch 7 short films, one after the other, so it gives you a full-length experience, but it's more exciting because you do. I mean, I don't know. Russell has mentioned that they also screen the Oscar short film nominees, and I've been there to the Bioscope to see those. They're fantastic. It's like it's a very different kind of experience. And then you watch those, and at the end you vote for the one that you think is best. And what happens, and then on the 20th of January, Shortcutz Amsterdam. Actually, we're invited, but we don't know if we're going to be going, Russell and I. But they're going to then announce the winner in Amsterdam. So different cities all around the world will be voting for the best of the 7 films, and Johannesburg is one of those cities. And then they decide based on that.
And how does that voting work? Is it just a blank sheet of paper that you give to people who come to the screenings? Is there a certain criteria maybe that they have to tick off boxes?
It's a very simple voting mechanism. It'll all be explained when you come to the cinema. Yeah.
All right. And nice what else is in the pipeline in terms of the Bioscope? People who love to come to Maboneng, who love to come and watch what you're currently screening?
We're full. We screen every night of the week. We're doing fun sing-alongs at the Bioscope. We encourage people to come and sing. We've done the Rocky Horror sing-along. We're going to do a Mary Poppins sing-along before the new Mary Poppins comes out. We've got great local films. We've got our events that we do monthly. It's lots of great stuff.
Very quickly, Eric, what's next in line in terms of RapidLion?
Well, this is one of the first satellite events leading up to RapidLion 2019, which will happen from the 1st to the 10th of March at the Market Theatre, which is our traditional home. So Shortcutz will also be screening for one evening there, and Joachim will come to explain how it works. So we're going to have a cocktail evening around it. So if you miss it now, come then, but we suggest you come now and vote because, you know, it's more fun to do that. But basically, we are leading up to RapidLion. We also have Jan Harlen, who's going to be part of the festival next year. Jan Harlen was Stanley Kubrick's producer. So you're talking about one of the best cinema filmmakers who's ever lived. So his producer is coming to give 3 master classes, one called Scripting with Music, a possible pillar of the film structure, the short, a calling card, how to make a short film in order to get a job in the feature films, and he's also making, it's all in the scripting, how to make a great film on a low budget. So that's Jan Harlen coming past. So that's awesome. RapidLion 2019, yeah. So we're leading up to that, yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Thanks for your time. That was the festival director for RapidLion, the South African International Film Festival, Eric Miyeni, and Russell Grant, who is the Bioscope co-founder and director, speaking to us about the 3-way partnership that will bring the renowned Shortcutz Amsterdam to the Bioscope in Johannesburg later this month.